Happy Thanksgiving, damn it! Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. I hope you're having a swell day with your family, eating too much turkey, passing gravy. It's a good time. You know what? I'll tell you what, something in my house we like to do. Not that we like to do it. You got people around the table, you got your family there, and then there's always this debate on when we're passing various food items around the table, do we go clockwise or counterclockwise? And inevitably, we'll start one direction, and then somebody wants to be a jackass and start going the other way. It's a good time. Try it at your family today. So here's what we're talking about. XRP is a security that allows Ripple to acquire businesses, says Crypto Influencer. And he asks, quote, how is this legal? Oh yes, we're talking about none other than Crypto Bitlord. He's back in crypto media news just to brighten your holiday. Let's go ahead and talk about this and bust some fun. I've also got an article from Cointelegraph titled, South Korea Progresses Bill to Provide Legal Foundation for Cryptocurrencies. But before we get going any further, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button. I'd appreciate it if you'd be willing to consider. It definitely helps that YouTube algorithm that nobody knows how it works, including the people that made it. And consider subscribing. And, you don't have to, but just maybe think about it. You can marinate on it and just sleep on it overnight. I know it's a big life decision. Big life decision. And once you do it, you're committed. You can't unsubscribe. It's technologically impossible. All right, let's dig in here. Bitlord, one of the most prominent influencers on crypto Twitter, recently addressed the elephant in the room when it comes to Ripple's XRP. See, that's already grinding my gears right there. You know my gears are going to get ground up from that. It's not Ripple's XRP unless we're referencing that XRP which Ripple holds, which we're not. This is a decentralized, just distributed ledger technology. It's XRP ledger. It is indeed a blockchain, and Ripple doesn't control it, so it's completely nonsensical. But I will say this. Let me click here. In terms of massive following, yes, indeed, we must admit Crypto Bitlord has it. 103,700 followers have chosen to get regular updates in their Twitter feed from this guy. So, anyway, he claims that the third biggest cryptocurrency by market cap is, in fact, a security. Something that Ripple vehemently tries to deny. And here's the tweet from Crypto Bitlord. Ripple dump on the community to acquire a real-life business. And he's got a little checkbox there. He writes, remember, they say they aren't responsible for the price of XRP, but continue dumping. You have no rights to the company or MoneyGram. How can we fix this? XRP is a security. And you know he's serious when he wrote security because it's in all capital. Oh, shoot, I just clicked on it. It's in all capital letters. So it's either that or temporarily his keyboard broke. I don't know, and it's just in all caps. Then he tagged, of course, Brad Garlinghouse. Now, this is obviously completely nonsensical. This has been debunked thoroughly, just this idea of Ripple dumping having any sort of meaningful impact, because it's just on pricing, because it's a fraction of a percent on any given month. Just like check by the month. Check quarterly. This is a public ledger. You can actually fact check this stuff. But for Crypto Bitlord, apparently facts don't seem to matter. It's like he's using his own set of quote unquote facts, which really just aren't facts. It's just opinions that don't make any damn sense. That's frankly what it is right now. Ripple dumping. And then talk about rights to. Why would there be an expectation of of rights to Ripple when XRP is a decentralized cryptocurrency and there are multiple developers building on top of that particular blockchain? Why would you expect to have any sort of rights to any company? So, like, if I start a company building on top of the XRP ledger, would you expect to have rights to that company for some reason? It's just completely non sequitur. It doesn't make any sense at all. So, then, quote, how is this legal? During an interview with CNN, which took place back in September, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse insisted that they couldn't control the price of the company's native token. Moreover, he pointed to the fact that Ripple was the most interested party in the success of XRP Ledger as its biggest holder. However, Bitlord is certain that Ripple dumps XRP on its community in order to finance the acquisition of real-life businesses. As reported by You Today, that's this particular crypto media outlet, the crypto behemoth recently completed its $50 million investment obligation in old-school money transfer company MoneyGram. Old school. Don't you love how they label this? Look at the narrative that must be driven here. However, according to the naysayer, XRP holders do not have any right to Ripple or MoneyGram. Damn straight you don't. He also questioned the legality of such actions, and crypto analyst Alex Kruger was quick to take a jab at XRP. And by the way, I think I'm going to have more to say about Alex Kruger in a different video. But here's a tweet from BitLord on the 26th this month. It writes, honestly, how is this legal? And Alex Kruger responds, as far as I know, it is not illegal to sell useless products. Because reasons. It's like there's like I don't even know what to do with these people anymore. Like if they're not going to embrace logic as a way of life, like what do you do with that? Like I can't fix that. There's nothing that I can do about that. This is so ridiculous. Anyway, there's a pending class action lawsuit against Ripple, which was filed by XRP investors who lost big due to the token's depreciating prices. Wah. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of babies. The company's attempt to throw the suit out of court didn't fare well. Back in August, Garlinghouse addresses pervasive FUD, claiming that XRP was clearly not a security. The Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, classified XRP as an exchange token, but the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is yet to voice its take on the matter. Yeah, well, they have yet to voice it, but I'm telling you, they wouldn't have allowed Ripple to continue operating for 7 years if they were just selling some sort of unregistered security. So fine, they haven't addressed it in the affirmative, but come on, do you really think that a company in the world of blockchain, with the microscope pointing right at Ripple the way it is, do you really think that they'd be allowed to conduct business that long if there was something tremendously terrible going on there? Well, no, of course not. But that's not going to stop people from writing FUD articles here. Yeah, Lord. All right. Here's a tweet. I want to give a shout out to Dean. And of course, again, it's Thanksgiving today. And he writes, thankful for Moon Lambo and Kevin Cage for your videos. Have a good day, guys. Hashtag XRP, hashtag cryptocurrency. Dean, you're making me blush. I appreciate you. That was really nice of you to write that. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. And so shout out to you. Very, very much appreciate that. And happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Go ahead and eat too much turkey now. And here's another tweet from Dean. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Market needs to be slimmed down. $200 billion market cap divided up between 100 or less projects will be insane. Now imagine potential trillion plus market cap. And then went ahead and tagged me and Bank XRP and Kevin Cage. So thank you for tagging me there as well. That is indeed an interesting thought, and I'm not sure if I exactly ever thought about it in that perspective. Of course, I've thought about conceptually how the market's going to be slimmed down at some point. There are thousands of cryptocurrencies which don't really need to be here, right? And I think pretty much all of them are going to go the way of the dodo, extinct, right? But, and of course, I've cited many times on the channel that I do believe that there will be individual coins with $1 trillion market caps. It'd be kind of surprising to me if that didn't happen. It really would surprise me. If it didn't, I mean, I don't know what the timeline would be. Who knows if it's decades even. I don't know. I'm not saying it will be or won't be. But I hadn't really thought about just those two together. When you can combine that spaghetti with that meatball, what's that look like? You know, it's like, that was a stupid analogy. But if you think about it, if there's fewer coins competing because the world has figured out, hey, these don't make any damn sense, and the money only flows into them, that's actually a very good point. You can imagine what that might look like. Because eventually, smart money is going to figure this all out. And that's why I keep saying that most of these cryptocurrencies are indeed going to go away. Not because the blockchains necessarily get shut down, but they're going to be delisted from exchanges. There will be no liquidity, and that's how you get rid of them. Not that you have to shut down distributed ledger systems, because that doesn't really work so well. But they're not going to be used. That's the point there. So anyway, I thought that was really an insightful way of approaching this. So props to you, Dean, and shout out again to you, good sir. I got this next piece from XRP Crypto Wolf, who's pretty much the man. Thank you very much for sending this directly to my Twitter inbox. South Korea progresses bill to provide legal foundation for cryptocurrencies. Well, that sounds like progress. South Korea's National Assembly is progressing a bill that will provide a legal basis for cryptocurrencies in the country. The bill categorizes virtual currencies as digital assets and intends to bring regulatory clarity and transparency to crypto markets in South Korea. English language newspaper Korea Jungang Daily reports on November 27th. According to the report, the bill was passed by the National Assembly's National Policy Committee, and that sounds legit, AF, and still needs to be approved by the Judiciary Committee. If approved, the law would come into force in 2020, the report notes. Progress. Heading in the right direction, I hope, right? Under the bill, all crypto-related businesses in South Korea would be required to register with the Financial Services Commission, that's FSC, Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU, and a report to the authority. In order to be approved as a crypto firm in the country, crypto businesses will have to obtain an Information Security Management System certificate from the state-run Korea Internet and Security Agency, the report notes. Now, look, that's about as all the specifics that I know of this, and I have to tell you, nothing sounded horrendous there, certainly not on the surface to me. I just like that they're actually heading down the path of legislation. Thoughtful legislation is fine. It's impossible to really have a flourishing blockchain industry without sufficient regulation, because I'm telling you, there are people that probably would be doing all sorts of things the world over if they weren't fearful that there would be legal consequences. So I just want to see this move forward. I want to see additional maturation of the space, and stuff like this I'm always happy to highlight because it makes me feel like, yes, we're getting there, even if slowly. But that's it for this video. I'm going to wrap this up. Actually, I feel fortunate. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to put any videos out today, and I was kind of itching to, because it's my most favoriteest hobby ever, and I'm pretty much in love with XRP. So, luckily, I had a little bit of time here, and Moonbay's getting ready. We're going to go see family and sit around and talk about stuff. Do you think crypto is going to come up at a bunch of Thanksgiving dinners this year? I'll tell you what, in 2017, I think that's what everybody was talking about. And it was kind of funny because it was like the day after Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken, like the market cap for the market cap for the entire asset class just went just shot up the day after Thanksgiving. And the whole theory being, and I think there's probably reasonable credence to this, is after everybody sat around the table at Thanksgiving talking about this with their family members, a bunch of people threw money in. And I think there was something similar price-wise, maybe if to a smaller degree perhaps during Christmas, but definitely Thanksgiving, it just shot up. So I don't know, crypto not being as much in the news at this particular Thanksgiving, I wonder how many people are going to be talking about it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video. That's it for this one. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!